the guy that died, Aaron Carter, I believe his name was.
Yeah. Wait,
He
Aaron
even
Carter
said
was
that
a Backstreet Boy kid, wasn't he?
I thought it was his brother,
Okay.
the brother that was in not the main person in Backstreet Boys, his little brother that was in
Yeah.
there, or not in the group, but he was around. He even said that people came to him and tried to get him to concord a story against Michael Jackson, and he
What?
wouldn't do it. Yeah. So it's a lot of things that made me like, no. And plus, there's no evidence of it. Like, if somebody's that type of person, they're gonna have evidence everywhere. They can't find anything. So if he's doing this, there's something there. And if you can't find anything, there's probably nothing there. Like, it's an allegation, and then when he went to court, he was proven not guilty of it. So I dropped it after that. Like, there's no evidence. He went to court for it. He was found out guilty. Like, what more can people come up with? They just trying to ruin this man's reputation because he is who he is.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think back. I want to say that Neverland Ranch got raided too. And they
It
didn't find.
did. They didn't find anything.
Mm.
I don't know a person that's supposed to be like that where they don't leave evidence.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like I said, I can see both sides of it. Because at the end of the day, he is Michael Jackson, right? He can have a mansion underground that we don't know about. He can have whatever, right? The man can have whatever he wants.
Yeah,
So
he
he
could have.
can, like, hide stuff if he needs to. But at the same time, I mean, I don't think he did it. But on the flip side, to play devil's advocate, come
Hmm?
on, man, there's that weird shit with him and Webster, the weird stuff with him and Macaulay Culkin. Um, you got a carnival in your backyard, bro. Like that just screams like creepo. You got these sleepovers with these kids.
Hmm.
One plus
But
one is
but
two.
that's my other thing, bro. Like, let's be realistic. Who the hell gonna let they child stay at a grown man's house? Like, that's weird.
It is.
Why? If
It is.
if you've heard these rumors about somebody, okay, you're going to let your child stay there?
Hell
Really?
no. But look,
Exactly.
hold on. Don't deflect. We're not gonna blame the parents.
I am.
It's Mike. It's Mike. Why are you inviting these little kids when you should be inviting the LA Laker girls to come over? Like, what are you doing?
Apparently, he did invite some of the LA Laker girls over.
But there should be rumors of I had the whole squad over versus Daddy Daycare was in the bedroom last night.
He's not magic, but all I'm saying is,
I don't know, man.
I get it. I get the whole thing. I also just can't wrap my mind of him doing that just because of, like, you telling me out of all the people he had at his ranch or his whatever you carnival thing or whatever it is, so it's only like three people that you picked out. People like that have a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just gonna be, oh, this child looks good, I'm gonna pick this one. Oh no, that child looks good, I'm gonna pick that one. It's not going to be out of 1,000 kids going to be two or three that something happened to. It's going to be a lot more.
I feel you. I really hope that one day we find out what really happened.
Well,
Because to play devil's advocate again, this
mm-hmm.
could also be a huge money grab because Homeboy was smart with the money. He was buying up everything. He
Everything.
owned more stock on Sony than Sony.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, man. Like, how does Sony allow this to happen? And this is back in the heyday when people were actually selling records.
Yeah, yeah, he was smart when he got that Beetle category.
Mhm.
I mean, that Beetle catalog. Yeah, that,
He bought that. Didn't he buy M&M's?
I heard that. I don't know
Ice
if that was true or not, but I definitely heard that.
That's gangster. That is gangster. That's dope. Something about Eminem dissed him, and he's like, "Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna buy you masters."
Yeah,
I don't know. There's so much conspiracy. I mean, the doctor
yeah,
being shady,
yeah.
and the stupid little antics as like he was being prepped that something was gonna happen. Holding blanket over the ledge, you know, when he had the baby and stuff, and
Yep.
it's like that was really odd. Like, why would you show that he didn't look himself? He looked like he was on something. Like he was just weird with it.
I mean, he kind of butchered himself, like to the point where I don't know. I heard different stories. You know, the
Vitiligo.
skin change, huh?
Vitiligo is what they call it.
Yeah, yeah. And then I heard the fact that he didn't want to look like his dad and stuff like that. But like, damn.
So I know people with vitiligo.
Yeah, I do too.
And one of my daughters has vitiligo,
Mm,
and I've never seen it. And not saying that it doesn't exist,
right.
but you don't go from Cocoa Puff to Rice Krispie like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
it takes time, and it's usually spotty and blotchy, and a lot of times it doesn't correct itself. It's just the pigmentation's off.
right. And I believe I heard somebody. I was listening to somebody, and they said that his was like that, but he didn't want to be like different, like patches and stuff like that on him. So he just kind of did his whole body one color type thing. And I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard somebody say.
But how?
Hell, if I know, I have no idea.
It's like I remember his music videos. The one with him and his ex, Lisa Marie, that "You Are Not Alone." He's
Yeah,
got his
yep,
shirt open. I ain't seen
yeah,
those, spotches or whatever. And the one with him and Naomi Campbell, he showed his whole arm, and the wife
mhm,
beater he had on. I didn't see any weird stuff.
yeah.
Although I don't think I ever seen Homeboy in shorts. I don't think I ever seen him in shorts, bro.
I don't believe I don't believe I've ever seen Michael Jackson in shorts either.
Maybe his legs are black. I don't know. But it just don't. It don't look right, man. It don't look right. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Yeah,
This is insane. Michael Jackson is half black and white. That's crazy. Okay. So the next one is to go along with the petty theme. So at the end of the day, it's all petty, man. It's all petty. So who really won in these rap battles? All right.
mm,
We're gonna start it off with LL Cool J and Cannibus.
woo,
So tell me
yeah.
who you think won, and then I'll tell you who I think got the better bar or song or verse. So overall, big picture, who do you think won?
Big picture, I'm it's not gonna be a popular opinion. I think Cannabis won.
Woo! Big picture, Cannabis.
I think Cannabis won. Like I get like Cannabis' career didn't amount up to what it should have been, probably because of the beef. So
But
I
that
mean,
wasn't LO's fault though.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Um, but overall, I think Cannabis took that second round knockout. No, that was it. That was like that was dope. I'm
That was
sorry having Mike Tyson start
that
you
was,
off on it like
ladies and gentlemen, White Clef comes out. Oh,
yeah, like come on, man. That
the beat. I don't know if Clef did the beat. The beat was amazing.
it was like Cannabis was that guy at that moment. Like, I'm sorry, I love LL, I really do, but to me, Cannabis took that battle.
I agree. I agree. I was hoping you
Oh,
would say big picture LO won because I think big picture LO won. He just had the better career at the end. He prospered still.
well, of
Um,
course, he was already a star though.
yeah, absolutely. Um, but I think that second round knockout destroyed him. Forget about it, man. Like, and it all started with the 4-3-2-1.
Yeah, yes,
LL Cool J was petty. He was
very
petty.
petty. He was really.
Saying that the Cannabis line about let me borrow that. When I mean borrow that, LL Cool J has a mic tattooed on his arm, and LL had a bar, or Cannabis had a bar that said, "Let me borrow that mic from your arm." So when LL heard that, he took it, and he's like, "Oh, you trying to diss me? You trying to come for my crown? You trying to come for it? All right." So he dissed him on the same track, the 4-3-2,
Yeah.
which was dope. I enjoyed it. But then second round knockout came out,
Oh my god.
and then LL Cool J responded with "Can I Bust?"
Yeah.
And I
No.
think it flopped. The
It
streets
was
went
not good.
crazy, but it bar for bar, no, you can't
Oh,
compete. Sit down. Sit down. Just like you said, you had Mike Tyson in the video. You have Mike Tyson on the track. We need
yes.
to
Yeah.
eat MCs like for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. Oh my God, it was
Oh,
crazy. White Clef making the appearance. It was just amazing. And
if I went with anything, it would have been the whole "Where I Belong." I don't know if you heard that song. It's off LL's GOAT album.
I don't think so.
That one, that song is cold. That song is dope. Um, but that "Can I Bust" song, yeah, that didn't do it. That didn't do it. You should listen to that "Where I Belong" song. It's what Ja Rule's on the. He's on the chorus for it, but the song is nice. Check that out.
Nice. I'll check it out. But for me, it was the whole Cannabis where 99% of your fans wear high heels. Like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh. I'll even wait for your studio audience to applaud. Like, come on. That was just,
he murdered LL. Like,
yeah.
you don't get to say that a lot.
And honestly, Cannabis on the mainstream, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He had the 4-3-2-1, which was hot, which if you guys haven't listened to it, we mentioned it before on one of the previous podcasts. Listen to that track. 4-3-2-1 remix. You got Redman killing it. You
Yes.
got Method Man killing it. You got
Yes.
DMX on the track killing it. You got Cannabis on the track killing it. You got Master P on the track, which I don't even like P, but I like that verse that he gave. It was cool. It was a great introduction.
Hmm.
Master P on it, and then it ends with LL Cool J.
And
Gotta
for
listen to that.
for Cannabis to be a new rapper to come out with those guys and still shine, that says a lot about Cannabis.
Absolutely. To have the nerve to get on
Man.
the track with Redman and you knew, shh, it's dope. You gotta listen to that. All right. So we're in agreement that LL Cool J lost that battle.
You took
Yes?
L, boy. You took L on that one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you guys agree with us, leave a comment, let us know. If you have no idea what we're talking about, take a listen.
Check them
Second
out.
round KO or
Yes.
second round knockout by Cannabis, and then Can I Bust by LL Cool J. Listen to those tracks. Let us know which ones you think are the better track.
Yep.
So the next one we got is, oh man, one of my favorites, Jay-Z versus Nas. I love this battle.
Ooh.
There's so much. There's like
Yes. Yes.
little disses here and there, little touches, and then boom, you get hit with the full tracks. I love it. I love it. When I first heard the Blueprint Volume 2,
Yeah.
and Jay-Z's on there, and he's talking about Nas and Prodigy and all that, I was like, what is this?
That was one.
Was that on one?
That was on one. That was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was like amazing. Um, I didn't expect Nas to come back. I really did. I expected Prodigy to come back hard.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect Nas to come back. And when he did, I think he came back with I Got Myself a Gun first, right?
Who? Nas.
Yeah.
That was the video.
Okay.
Video
I
came
want
out.
to say I Got Myself a Gun came out first and then Ether came out.
Right, because he was promoting the album. So "Got Yourself a Gun" was came out first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the song Got Myself a Gun, it sounds a little cheesy, but it's dope. Like he's spitting bars on that track. You got to listen to it.
Yes.
I love it. And then I think after I Got Myself a Gun came out, I think that's when Jay dropped Super Ugly, wasn't it?
No. So the first disc was kind of Memphis Bleak.
Okay, school me. Let me know. Let me know.
Okay. Okay. So Bleak dropped a song where he had subliminals at Nas.
Is that your bitch? That one?
Yes.
Oh, that was about Nas.
He had some lines in there that was directed at Nas, and then Nas came back with uh, this was a while ago. He had a song where he's talking about Bleak's hat because Bleak always wore the hats and
Yeah.
everything. So he had, and so Jay was like, "No, no, 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 I got to do this one because Nas against Memphis Bleak is a murder."
Yeah.
So Jay like, "Let me handle this one. I got it." And so Jay came out with the whole when he did the concert, and he was like, "Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove, no."
The Hot 97 joint where Nas spazzed out
Yeah.
and was on the radio like, y'all need to get this down. He got a mannequin or something of Nas being hung, right?
No, Nas was gonna do that with him, and
Oh
they
man,
talked about he couldn't do it. That was like the following year.
damn.
The following year. So Jay had the picture of Prodigy in like a ballerina outfit, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, a little tutu.
Yeah. So Nas came back with a disc like a freestyle he did on the radio, and and then that's when Jay did Takeover, and that's when everybody was like, "Yeah, I don't know if Nas can do this."
Yeah, Takeover came out, and then that's when Ether dropped, right?
That's Ether dropped like a month or a month and a half later when
And then
he
Super Ugly,
and then Super Ugly came after Ether.
and then it
'Cause
stopped technically.
technically, but they were still doing subliminal disses on their next album. Like uh Nas' next album was
Godson.
Godson. Yeah, Godson. He threw some shots at Jay on there, and Jay threw some shots before that at him on Takeover. Not Takeover, but Blueprint 2.
Blueprint 2, yeah.
Yep. So they were still kind of going at it. They just wasn't really mentioning names.
I don't know if you noticed after the beef, Jay-Z would still go at him in a different way. So when Nas would drop a track, Jay-Z would drop it like the next day, bro. Jay-Z would drop a track. And then Nas would drop an album, and the next day Jay-Z drops an album. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like Jay petty as hell.
Yeah.
Jay is like another level of petty. That's super petty. Let the man eat. And then he doesn't he sign the guy? He signs him to something. They
Yeah,
end up making money together on something.
yeah. Nas signed with he signed with Jay for like an album or two.
And then I guess Nas figured something out. He got into the tech world. Bam, billionaire. Insane.
Yeah,
So, with all that said,
yeah.
who do you think won overall?
Overall, everybody. because it kind of made hip hop exciting. Like this is make hip hop exciting. It makes people more competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like forget the violence, throw the violence out of it. Nobody got hurt, nobody got beat up in this. You know, so
Well, as
I
far
think
as we know, yeah.
right as far as we know. So I'll say everybody won, but if I had to pick between them,